Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, and welcome back to Baseball Hut. Hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. So we're going to talk a little bit about spring training, and I kind of just sort of going through this article by Mesmerized Online. Spring training doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. The biggest thing about spring training is coming out of it healthy. 6 weeks is a long time for any team, and not to be injured. So we'll go through these 3 ups and 3 downs. Okay, here's an up. Brandon Nimmo is going to be playing this week. Following an injury hit 2021, in which he featured and he played in featured in 92 games, played in just 92 games. Brandon Nimmo took the calculated decision to ease himself into spring training action. The result, the ability to play in 151 games in 2022. Followed that up with a career-high 152 games played and 24 home runs in 2023. It's such that it's no surprise that Nimmo took the same approach this year. Now, he's going to play this week. And I guess he played on Sunday. I remember last year, he had that injury. He hurt his leg. It was a scary injury. But to be able to keep Brandon Nimmo on the field, he's such an important player. Being able to get on base and scoring runs, very important. He takes a lot of pitches, and he's very smart. And I would think that at some point, he will be a guy that the Mets will put him lower in the lineup. To put a guy that has a lot more speed than him, and a guy that's more willing to steal bases. So one thing about Brandon, he's not confident stealing bases. And since he plays hard anyway, and he'll score on a single, he'll score on a double. There's no real reason for him to steal bases. He doesn't have to be a disruptor in that way. Here's Brett Baty. I talk about Brett Baty here. We talk ad nauseum this winter about the importance of Brett Baty. Had a strong spring with third base up for grabs. The onus was on Baty to step up and answer some critics after the tough 2023 season. I'm one of them. Therefore, Saturday was just what the doctor ordered for the 24-year-old. He went yard against the Marlins after connecting with an 89-mile-per-hour slider from Roddery Munoz. Get the Mets on the board. It was a big moment for Baty, and one he must now build upon for the rest of spring training. All things considered, there's no doubt that this upcoming season is career-defining for Baty, and a strong spring showing will lay the solid foundation for a productive campaign. We'll see. There have been articles written over the last few weeks that scouts that are being quoted question his bat speed, and I question his bat speed too, on his ability to hit a fastball. His bat looks slow. Maybe he's found a way to get it faster, but that is something you either have or you don't have. If that's something that's a problem when you get to the majors, he's going to have a big problem moving forward. Hope for the future. Saturday was a noteworthy day for the Mets in a multitude of ways. As you know, Christian Scott and Mike Vasil both pitched, and sort of mixed results for them. But they were able to get on the mound. Now, they were sent down to minor league camp after the game. And, we'll see where they are, their development is. Mike Vasil's the closest to the majors just due to the fact that he pitched in AAA last year. Christian Scott, maybe the best pitching prospect. And I will, on the prospect hut, you need to follow the prospect hut at some point in the next couple of days. I will give you a revamped, probably not a live stream, but revamped update on the prospect hut of the top 30 Met prospects. So Christian Scott is at the top of that list. He's now number 5 in the Mets organization according to MLB Pipeline. And of course, Jose Butto, who's in contention for the final roster spot, for the final rotation spot on the Mets, he pitched on Saturday as well. So he pitched okay. So he will have the chance to be in the starting rotation. He looked pretty good last year. The first year with the Mets in 2022, he didn't look so good. In that one game at Philadelphia, he kind of looked very deer in the headlights. And here's some negatives. The first real negative is a couple injuries that the Mets are dealing with. Obviously, they don't have Kodai Senga until probably sometime in May, and he's going to be out for a while. A couple other injuries that we shouldn't have note is Jeff McNeil. According to the report, he has left bicep soreness and has been shut down from hitting for a few days. We know that he was shut down last year because he's got a torn UCL in his left elbow. That doesn't affect his throwing, obviously, but it probably does affect his swing at some point. And Joey Wendell's hurt. It says for Wendell, who signed a 1-year, $2 million deal with the Mets, he's dealing with a sore right shoulder. Now, it's important to note that neither McNeil nor Wendell will be out for long, but still missing any amount of time in spring training due to injuries, hardly ideal. Well, all they would need is 2 weeks. Keep their legs fresh, and 2 weeks. Now, the biggest news of the last couple of days, and they put this as a down, the last couple of days has been all the minor league prospects the Mets sent down in the last 2 days. They sent down Dominic Hamill, Eric Orsi, Cam Robinson, Christian Scott, Mike Vassell, Danny Young, Drew Gilbert got sent down, Kevin Parada, and Jet Williams. They sent Colton Ingram and Luis Angel Acuna to AAA. So all these guys got sent down. These are the first cuts of spring. Now, the last thing they mentioned here, and I'm not too concerned about the veteran doesn't pitch well, but according to this article, Adrian Hauser laid a Godzilla-sized egg on the mound. After throwing 2 scoreless innings in his first start of spring training, Hauser followed that up with a rough outing against the Astros. Spring training. I'm not going to get too worked up. He allowed 3 runs on 4 hits and walked 1 across 1 2/3 innings. Last thing you want to see at this point of spring training is one of your starters taking backward steps. That's not backward steps. Backward steps is not getting on the mound. And as a result, the Mets will hope it was just one bad day at the office of Hauser, who figures to be an integral part of this rotation. He's a number 4 or 5 starter, probably 6 starter on this team, any team. Well, I'm not concerned about spring training results. It doesn't matter. Not at all. Thank you for watching this video. But what does matter? Subscribe to the Baseball Hut. I'll have more stuff for you. And, of course, my own little take on things. And please leave comments. I love the comments. I read all of them. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut, and I'll see you later.